Wisdom, the final frontier to true knowledge. Welcome to Wisdom Trek, where our mission is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, your captain on our journey to increase wisdom and create a living legacy. Thank you for joining us today as we explore wisdom on our second millennium of podcast. This is day 1365 of our trek, and it is time for our 3-minute mini trek called Wisdom Unplugged. This short nugget of wisdom includes an inspirational quote with a little bit of additional content for today's trek. Consider this your vitamin supplement of wisdom for today. So let's jump right in with today's nugget. Today's quote is from R. Ruth Barton, and it is, "As we begin to see the package God is putting together in our lives and discover His purpose for bringing us into our world, it will provide us with a framework we need to make wise choices. In addition, we will find that a sense of purpose gives hope in the midst of tragedy and difficulties, gives meaning to the mundane aspects of our lives, and helps us to make our lives count for God." So today's snippet will be a sense of purpose. There is no doubt that many of you are dealing with tragedy and difficulty during these times of quarantine, self-isolation, job loss, sickness, and possibly even death. Many others are dealing with how mundane life is with staying at home apart from their usual routine. Just trying to remember what day it is become a challenge for some of you, let alone having to balance work at home and homeschooling your children. As we all deal with the COVID-19 issues that are unique to us, let us daily take time to reflect on how God is putting together into our lives a new and better purpose for why He has created us. When we take time to ponder this unprecedented time in our world, it will give us a more transparent framework that we need to make wiser choices in our lives, in the lives of our families, and those who we impact in our world. It is then that we can have hope in the middle of tragedy and difficulties. It is then that we can have hope in the midst of what may appear mundane. It is then that our lives can count for God by building His kingdom and making an impact that will last into eternity. Let's look at 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 3 through 7. By His divine power, God has given us everything we need for living a godly life. We have received all this by coming to know Him, the one who has called us to Himself by the means of His marvelous glory and excellence. And because of His glory and excellence, He has given us great and precious promises. These are the promises that enable you to share His divine nature and escape the world's corruption caused by human desires. In view of all this, make every effort to respond to God's promises. Supplement your faith with a generous provision of moral excellence, and moral excellence with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control, and self-control with patient endurance, and patient endurance with godliness, and godliness with brotherly affection, and brotherly affection with love for everyone. And that's a wrap for today's Wisdom Unplugged quote. If you'd like free access to my database of over 11,000 inspirational quotes, the link is available on the main page of wisdom-trek.com. And just as you enjoy these nuggets of wisdom, encourage your friends and family to join us. And then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1,364 treks or read the Wisdom Journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow for Worldview Wednesday.